Good morning, students. Welcome to the new session. In this session, I will take soft computing. So, let us start with the formal introduction to the course. The techniques that you have learned or studied so far are all conventional techniques, and these techniques are known as hard computing techniques. Because if you have an algorithm and require data for a particular problem, then you can provide an exact and accurate or precise solution for that problem using the conventional computing technique. But if you do not have the required data or appropriate algorithm for that problem, then no solution is provided. So situation is a kind of yes or no or 1 or 0. There is nothing in between. These techniques either provide you an accurate solution, or if some information is not available, then no solution is provided. That's why these computing techniques are known as hard computing techniques, because strictly either they provide you an accurate solution or no solution is provided. But there is something in between yes and no, and that is known as approximate solution. That solution is not accurate or precise solution, but it is close to that. There are many situations where approximate solution is good enough for us. For example, if you are traveling between two cities, from suppose city A to city B, then if you want to know the distance between the two cities, you use some app and it provides you the distance is 100 km roughly. So it is good enough for you. You are not interested in exact solution. That is, you do not require that somebody tells you that distance between city A and city B is exactly 99 kilometer and 800 meters. Okay, that kind of precision you do not require in this case. If somebody tells you that distance between the two cities is 100 km, it is good enough, instead of he or she is telling that distance is 99 km and 800 meters. Of course, there are some applications where we need accurate and precise solutions, but in real world there are many applications, many problems for which approximate solutions are good enough. Okay, so soft computing techniques are those techniques which can provide you some approximate solution if it is not possible to provide some precise or accurate solution. Okay, sometimes we have algorithm and data to provide you accurate and precise solution, but the available hardware, available machines, they took a lot of time to provide the solution. So we cannot afford that much time. So in these type of situations where accurate solution is not possible, or if possible, then it is available at the expense of a lot of computational time. So in these cases we can go for soft computing techniques. These techniques work in a different way. Even if sufficient data and a proper algorithm is not available to solve a particular problem, even in that case these computing techniques can provide you some solution. Why I am saying some solution? Because it may not be the exact or accurate or precise solution, but it would be close to that. Okay. So soft computing techniques, how they work? If we do not have proper data or proper algorithm, then what is the way out? These computing techniques work on the basis of human mind, that is, the human brain is a role model for these computing techniques. As a human, we learn many things with experience. Sometimes uh, we do not have proper information, but with our experience we are able to reach some conclusion. This is the beauty of human mind. So soft computing, the principle of soft computing techniques is that they work on the same approach that human brain works. Okay. I'll take a simple example. Suppose I give you an equation, suppose a plus b equals to n0, where a and b are two variables and n0 is a number. So can you provide a solution for this using conventional techniques? No, because in this equation two variables are involved and there is one number. So to solve such a problem, that is, if we want to determine the exact values of a and b, we need another equation with two variables involving a and b. Only then we can solve that problem and we can provide the exact values of the variables a and b. But if we do not have two equations, we have suppose only one equation, then soft computing techniques can provide you the solution for the problem. That solution would not be exact or precise solution, but it would be close to that. Okay. So soft computing was initiated in 1981 by a researcher Lotfi A. Jade, and it is a combination of different techniques, but the common thing between or among all these techniques is that all these techniques work considering the human brain as a role model. These techniques are fuzzy logic, neural networks, genetic algorithm, probabilistic computing. And now let us discuss the approximate solution in more detail. What I mean by approximate solution here, suppose I ask you that what is the temperature here in Bareilly. So you do not know the exact temperature, if you do not have a device to measure the temperature. I am talking about the room temperature. If you do not have a device to measure the room temperature to tell the exact number or exact figure of the temperature, but with your experience, what are you feeling at the moment, based on that you can tell some figure about the temperature. That I think I am not sure that what would be the exact temperature at the moment, but I think that it should be around 40 degrees Celsius. So here I am not denying that I am not having an instrument. I am not having an instrument to measure the temperature, but still I am providing some value that with my experience, with my feeling, I can say that approximately it should be somewhere around 40 degrees C. So this is the approximate solution. It is not exact, it is not precise, but it is close to that. So soft computing techniques also provide these kind of solutions. So they can better deal with the uncertainty, imprecision and approximation. So as we have already discussed that soft computing is a combination of different techniques, that is, it is a multidisciplinary area, a kind of new generation of artificial intelligence, because all these techniques are working considering the human brain as a role model. So it is a kind of artificial intelligence which is known as computational intelligence. Major techniques in this are fuzzy sets, neural network and genetic algorithm that we will discuss during the course of this soft computing. Okay. Approximation, we have already discussed that something which is not precise but it is close to the real value. So these techniques better deal with approximation, imprecision, uncertainty. Okay. And major goal of the soft computing includes that to provide intelligent solution to the real world problems that are too difficult to model mathematically. Okay. So for those problems which are very complicated, very complex, and it is difficult to do mathematical modeling, for those problems soft computing provide approximate solutions. Okay. And the second major goal of soft computing is to exploit tolerance for approximation, uncertainty, imprecision and partial truth to achieve the close resemblance with human like decision making. As we learn with experience, similarly these techniques are also use a kind of training, a kind of learning in order to provide you some acceptable solution that may not be precise but it is acceptable. Okay. So these are some major application areas of the soft computing. These are widely used in decision support systems, automotive systems and manufacturing, expert systems, power system analysis, investment management and trading, consumer appliances, robotics, video and mobile games, speech and vision recognition, image processing, data compression and many more. So in coming days we will discuss different computing techniques which are considered as soft computing techniques and their applications. Okay. So it is enough for today. Thank you.